What's up everyone, and welcome to another movie talk. Now we're in June, we're about halfway through the year, and we've had some great movies, and also we've had some bad movies. We're about halfway through the movie year as well. So today, I'm going to give you my top 5 movies of the year so far. At number 5, we have Finding Dory. Finding Dory is Pixar's latest movie, and it is absolutely wonderful. It's colorful, imaginative, a lot of great voice work, especially by Ellen DeGeneres. She once again knocks it out of the park. Some of the best voice casting ever. She is so great as Dory. She really brings the character to life. And the movie is just wonderful, great for adults and kids. If you haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend checking it out. At number 4, we have The Conjuring 2. Now, I was a huge fan of the first Conjuring, and I was really looking forward to the second one. And I'm telling you, The Conjuring 2 hits on all levels. It is scary throughout, and the one thing I love is it never cheats a scare. The one thing I hate about horror movies today is they like to do a lot of cheap scares, such as a friend coming up from behind and grabbing a shoulder, and then there's a big loud noise, but oh, it's just your friend, it's nothing scary. The Conjuring 2 never does that. Yes, there are a lot of jump scares, but the jump scares are all real scares. They're real things that are scary, and that's what makes The Conjuring 2 good. There wasn't one moment where I wasn't on the edge of my seat. This movie is intense throughout. It also tells a really good story too. Not only is it a horror movie, but it's also a story about these two characters, these two paranormal investigators, but it's about their marriage and their relationship with each other and just how they can come together through dark times. And that's really where the movie shines, especially through the performances of Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson. They're really great and they're really believable as this married couple. And that's really what propels this horror movie above a lot of other horror movies today. At number 3, we have Zootopia. Zootopia is yet another home run for Disney. You'll see a lot of Disney on this list actually. Disney has really been on fire the past 6 months, and Zootopia is yet again just wonderful. The animation is beautiful, the story is wonderful, the voice acting is great, especially by Jason Bateman. Jason Bateman gives the best voice performance in the movie, and he is so perfect as this fox, this sly fox. There's a lot of jokes for kids, and there's also a lot of jokes for adults. A lot of jokes that will go over kids' heads, but will be perfect for adults. There's also a lot of in-jokes towards Disney, and Disney just once again is just masterful storytelling. Zootopia is definitely one of their highest achievements, and I highly recommend seeing it. At number 2, we have Captain America: Civil War. Once again, Disney, kind of Disney. It's Marvel, but Disney owns Marvel, so it is. Captain America: Civil War was just everything I wanted it to be. After the disappointing Avengers: Age of Ultron, I was really hoping for another great superhero movie, and Captain America: Civil War does deliver. It's exciting, it's fast-paced, it's well-acted. All the actors know their characters so well, and you can tell. Chris Evans is really great as Captain America. You really see where his character is coming from, and you really understand his motivations. Robert Downey Jr. is also great as Tony Stark once again. He was born to play this role. And you can also see where his character is coming from and his motivations. And that's what's really great about Civil War, is you really understand where all the characters are coming from and you understand their motivations. And that's really what makes Captain America a great movie. And it tells a really good story and has a lot of good themes, especially friendship. I think that's the strongest theme throughout the movie, is telling a tale about friends who become enemies and how they can work together. And I think that Captain America is a great movie, and it's a great superhero movie. Captain America: Civil War once again stepped the game up for superhero movies. At number 1, my favorite movie of the year so far, and that's 10 Cloverfield Lane. Now this movie came out of nowhere. No one had really even heard of it until January. And then previews started coming out and buzz started being created, and people started getting really excited for this movie, as was I. And I went and saw it, and this movie is just terrific. It is so well acted and so well paced. John Goodman is absolutely terrific as Howard. He really gives a really good performance that I think is actually Oscar worthy. He is really intense. You really don't understand who he is, and the movie does a really good job of hiding who he is, and little by little showing us who this character is and revealing more about his past. And I think that's really where the movie shines, is it doesn't give all the secrets away at the very start. It does a really good job of building. The movie has a great 3-act structure. The first act, you don't really understand what's going on. You're kind of with Mary Elizabeth Weinstein's character. You really don't understand what's going on, why she's there. Then as the second act starts, you really start to understand some of the characters' motivations. And by the third act, it just explodes. And I think the third act is really good. And what really makes this movie great is how original it is. Yes, we've seen other movies told about people being in bunkers or people being held captive, but the way the story is told, it's absolutely original. and I think it's a really good movie. I think it's enjoyable. I think it's a movie that has a great rewatchability factor. This is definitely one of the best pictures of the year, and it's one of my favorite movies of the year. I think it's a great movie. I think it's really enjoyable, and it's really fun, and for me, it's my #1 of the year. So what are some movies you enjoyed so far this year? Comment below and let me know. And if you want to see more videos, just click subscribe and you can see even more videos.